3, 2,
Yes.
Yep. Nice. You go.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Break ground, baby, break ground.
Mission begins in 20 seconds.
My God, you're huge.
I don't even know what the hell I am.
Guys, he's huge.
Mission
Yeah,
begins
wait,
in
no.
10 seconds.
Oh man, you should have been there, Archer.
5, 4.
What's shaking, everybody? How's it going? It's Mr. Scary Muffin. It's another episode of Thoughts, Talk, and TF2. I was actually kind of nervous because I haven't been playing as much as I thought I would be playing of TF2 and the like. But I've been getting back into the groove a little bit, and you can see that Duck Soup has switched the blue server over to Prop Hunt. I think, unfortunately, TF2 popularity is dwindling a little bit. I might talk about that in a future episode, but for now, just don't mind the clicks. I'm playing a little bit of Cookie Clicker, but I want to talk about mini games. This is Prop Hunt. The blue server has been switched over to Prop Hunt, and the video footage you're seeing is me playing Prop Hunt, which is basically one team hides, the other team looks for you, and Pyro is usually one of the best seekers because when you set them on fire, they're basically like, ah, I'm on fire, and you can tell that you did score a right hit, whereas usually you'll just have to like swing. Every time you attack as a seeker, you lose a little bit of HP, so you can't just attack willy-nilly everywhere. I think I learned that like the first time I played the hard way, in that I sprayed everywhere and then I died. I'm like, what? Anyways, so yeah, I've actually noticed quite a few YouTubers recently doing Prop Hunt, and I mean, they do very, very, very short episodes, and they play with their friends, so it's quite hilarious. Watching people play this, and mini games in general, I think, are making quite a big splash these days, and it's quite interesting because sometimes people, I think this is partially due to apps, I suppose. When people ask me like, hey, you know, here are the new consoles coming out. It's the Xbox One, it's the PlayStation 4. Wait, are we playing? Yeah, PlayStation 4. You can tell how much I actually care about these new consoles because I don't. And I tell people that myself, I feel that the future of gaming is not with consoles, it's with PC, and it's with the iOS and phone apps, right? Those are basically, anytime people who are actually hardcore gaming, I mean, it's like buying a Blu-ray player to only watch one movie. I feel a lot of people are getting consoles to only play one or two games, and it's like they're putting, I don't know, like $700 down to just play one game. And for me, computers are a necessity, right? You gotta have your PC for work, for entertainment, for surfing the net, and all that kind of stuff. And because of that, right, you have a PC already, you might as well drop another $100, $200 and make a fairly decent computer, or even $300, make a fairly decent gaming computer and play with it. But the big important thing is the app gaming, which is a lot of when I am free, pick up and play for a little bit and stop whenever I want to stop. And I think that's a really big thing. And I mentioned Cookie Clicker, which is something that one of the stream watchers told me to start doing, and I just let it run off in the background. And that's exactly the kind of thing that I'm talking about. You just kind of pick it up, play a little bit, and whenever you have time and when you need to leave, you leave, and there's no consequence. In fact, it's fine if you just leave it alone because it plays itself, kind of thing, right? Prop Hunt is like a TF2 mini game, and it's more fun. You play with a group of people, and you guys have you guys just enjoy it. You want to find a good group of people to play with, usually. But even the other day when I was on the Prophunt Hunt server, and there was all these guys speaking Spanish. It was like literally 8 people maybe, and they're all friends or something because they were all there speaking Spanish with like 200 ping, and they were just playing. They were having fun, and I'm just like, whatever. I'll just play and do my best to understand them and hope that they're not insulting me in a foreign language.
That doesn't work against me.
But I mean, the YouTubers that I've been watching, I saw Captain Sparkles playing a little bit of Prophunt. I saw CNanners playing a little bit. They're enjoying themselves. They have a very small group of friends. It's like 2v2 or 3v3, and that's about it, right? But you can see here we're playing like 8v8, a big group, and I like this too because I think it's better. Like before, what I used to do is like if I'm waiting to try to get onto red server, I would go in blue server and play until I get into the red server, which is the server I actually wanted to get into. But now you have Prophunt, and you can play a little bit of Prophunt. You don't have to feel so bad about dumping it in the middle of a game, because it's not like, oh no, I ruined the teams or whatever or what have you, and you're not invested in that. You don't have like a medic building up an Uber or an engineer with a teleporter setting up, and it's basically the team's relying on you kind of thing. You can just drop out, and people are like, okay, maybe you had to go. You know, it's not like you rage quit in the middle of Prophunt. I don't think there's such a thing. I don't think anybody takes Prophunt that seriously, and I think that's another appealing point about mini games in general. After working on Adversity for Minecraft, which is the 2v2 PvP map that Muffins and I made, I had a general feeling that people were a little bit burned out on PvP, and what would be great is to have them do something semi-competitive but also casual, kind of Mario Party-ish. I mean, Mario Party is completely based around mini-games, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to just have them create some mini games for people to play and have fun with their friends. You know, if they want to have a little competition, it's fine, but it's not so personal. It's not so direct in your face, I am actually killing you type mini games, unless it is, right? But I'm thinking things like Thread the Needle, and I had another idea for a mini game that I might work on as well. But yeah, in general, mini games have a really good niche, and I think almost even hardcore gamers can appreciate mini games. Things like turret defense, right, started off as a mini game. As far as I know, started off as a mini game in the original StarCraft. Somebody made a mod. It was like use map settings. They don't call them mods; they call it use map settings. And they made a turret defense game where you build turrets and waves of Zerg creatures come flying through, and you have to try to stop them. And eventually, somebody made a game type out of that. All the MOBA stuff, like the Dota things, that came as a mod from War 3 as well. And so, yeah, I mean, it started off as a side game, and it became, people, you know, eventually, like, made it into a real type of game. And I think it's quite interesting where you have an existing fan base of an IP, right? So you have fans of StarCraft, you have fans of TF2, you have fans of Minecraft, what have you. And then you take something that they're semi-familiar with and introduce a twist, a spin-off of it, and call it a mini game, and people can play casually because, you know, this is not the hardcore Bronze League, Diamond League kind of thing. This is not UGC. This is not RMCT kind of thing, right? It's something that is, oh, it's off to the side, and people play it because it's not the ultra, this is what it should be if you're playing competitive version of the game type thing. Rather, it is a side game. It's a mini game, and people enjoy it. I remember playing paintball in StarCraft, the original StarCraft, and it was okay. And kind of that paintball-esque thing, the super micromanagement stuff, is what, you know, derived the heroes, and eventually, you know, we ended up with the MOBA stuff out of the hero system as well. But I really do feel minigames have a great place in this, and Prophunt for me was an interesting thing to get into when I should get myself kind of pumped to play TF2 sometimes, because, you know, again, I haven't been feeling that motivated to play TF2. So what I've been doing is, well, you know, I play Prophunt, and Prophunt, you know, kind of gets me into the mood to play some TF2. I join in and play a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what, I can go for some actual competitive, or even pub play rather. But I know that it's not for everyone, And not all mini games is for everyone either, right? I mean, some people will love the heck out of Farmville, and the people are like, I don't get it.
In 20 seconds.
Why you have to spend so much time? Okay, same with like Tamagotchis and stuff like that. It's like some people love their Tamagotchis, some people are like, this sounds really annoying. And I know that some of my friends that I try to introduce Prop Hunt to, like they were TF2 fans, they're like, no, I'm just not really into the Prop Hunt. I'm like, that's okay. I'm not really into 24/7 Dust Bowl either. But it doesn't mean that mini games is a failure in general. It just means that that particular game type is not really for people. It's just like certain people, they may like Minecraft, but they may not like the TF2. Not the TF2, the PvP aspect of Minecraft, the TF2. Maybe some people may not even like TF2 Minecraft, which Seth Bling had made. Right? I personally don't really like. I like Smash Brothers, but I didn't really like Smash Brothers in Minecraft either. I thought certain classes were a little bit overpowered. But I guess balance would have helped a little bit. Who knows? Anyways, I'm just rambling on a little bit here. Still got about 4 minutes to fill in for the rest of this video clip. I just wanted to talk about mini games or casual spin-off of the serious game, and how, you know, it makes them more appealing because people don't feel pressured to actually perform well. Heck, even like I'm just thinking Counter-Strike and Ice World, like Funyard type maps or gun game. It's not as serious as playing an actual match, and you don't feel the pressure to perform as well. And a lot of times you play these things, and it trains you for the actual game too. It trains you to be a little bit better in the real game, or it gives you something else to do. You know, it's like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and you don't want to do the missions, and there's an open world ahead of you, and you could do almost anything else you want to. You want to go punch furries or shoot all the pigeons in the park, that kind of things. Wow. And it makes the game a little bit more interesting. It allows you to enjoy it. It's more open world, I suppose, in that regard. And Minecraft especially is really open for a lot of different things. But games like TF2, games like anything else, doesn't quite have that open game aspect, but people can still mod it and introduce new game types that I think are worthwhile checking out. I suppose even Dive Kick is like a mini game for fighting games, and I like it personally because it's very simple and easy to pick up and easy to learn and to play. Difficult to master, no doubt, but you know, something you can pick out. Have you guys been enjoying Dive Kick stuff, I wonder, out loud? And I also want to know if you guys have any ideas for type of mini game stuff that you do enjoy, or things that you would like to see. I am starting to try to gather up some of these ideas, because I do want to try to make some stuff myself, especially for Minecraft. Probably not for TF2. I don't know even where to start for TF2 stuff, because I don't know how to program any of that stuff. But yeah, I think I'll call it here, guys. Thank you for listening once again. Thank you for watching. Next week, I'll probably talk about, I don't know, new weapons or something. Surprisingly, I'm already kind of running out of topics, even though we just started the season. If you guys have ideas, things you want me to talk about, you know, competitive-wise, or just anything in general TF2-wise. I know there is some news that's cropping up recently, and the new comics and all that kind of stuff for TF2 as well as propping up. But yeah, if you guys have ideas or topics you would like to hear my thoughts on, I would love to pitch in on that. And until then, guys, I will see you guys next time. Be sure to follow on Twitter. Whenever I live stream, I will put it up on Twitter as well, so check it out then. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about, hear me rant about in future episodes of Thoughts with TF2. It doesn't have to be just TF2 related, of course. Could also be random topics, because next week will be a TF2 topic, but the week after would be non-TF2 topic, as per usual. Anyways, till then, guys, I will see you guys. Ciao, take care, love y'all, bye bye.